so that we can be alone. Hello, everyone. Faithful Love here. I'm here to do your daily read for October the 22nd. Okay, we turn this down. I hope all is well and you guys are doing fantastic. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm always forgetting something. Okay. Okay. I had to get some lotion. My hands was ashy, y'all. I'm like, no, you cannot do no reading with your hands all ashy like that. That's typical Virgo stuff, you guys. Sorry. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the reading. I'm going to incorporate my power deck today, and I'm going to incorporate my vice versa deck, as well as my Thelma Tarot deck, my favorite deck. So with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the verse of the day. I hope all is well. For those who are new to my channel, thanks for coming to my channel. And for those who are returning, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for like, sharing, subscribing to the channel. If you guys are not subscribers, I think you guys should go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become a subscriber. Okay, you can get all of the latest news, the dailies, the monthlies. I still have to load up my monthly messages too for you guys. I'm just trying to think of a different way to do it every time, you guys. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the verse of the day. And everything will be cool. Some of you guys want somebody to meet you on the south side. Lloyd, whatever happened to Lloyd, you guys? Whatever happened to him? All right, so we're reading from Corinthians, 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we turn that down. With promises like this with promises like this to pull us on, dear friend, let's make a clean break with everything that defiles or distracts us, both within and without. Let's make our entire lives fit and holy temple. Let's make our whole lives fit and holy temples for the worship of God. Okay? So that verse, breaking it down, it says we should honor God and try to be completely like him. Let us cleanse ourselves from every impurity of the flesh and spirit. We should honor God and try to be completely like him. Because we have these promises, dear friends, let us cleanse ourselves from everything that could defile our bodies and spirit. God has made us these promises. So basically, this message is just it's we're because we have these promises from the Lord, dear friend, let us cleanse ourselves from everything that defiles our body and spirit. So things that are not godly like. So basically the message is stating that let's walk like him, let's do things as he would do things. Okay. Let's love each other. Let's not do things that are not holy and fit. Okay. Anything that could defile us or distract us. It could be a lot of things that could make you feel that way, both within and without, like what you put in your body. Okay. Look at me. It's tea, you guys. Like what you put in your body, stuff like that. And just, things that you do that could, not represent the spirit of the Lord, like when you're operating in that area. Okay. So basically the message is stating that he wants us to, one, he made these promises to us, so it's time to pull us on, dear friend, and let us cleanse ourselves. So just cleanse yourself of things that are defiles or distractions that could distract you from, being his way, walking in his energy, walking in his love, and just being this lovely person. Don't get me wrong. I know it could be some times where we feel like maybe upset with someone or maybe just don't want to deal, but you must always operate from the Lord's perspective, of being nice and generous to others. If you find yourself in that predicament to where you feel different, what I usually do, if I feel that way, I pull myself from the situation, and kind of analyze what it is that I could be doing this wrong, and then go from there. Or if you're in the midst of it and you can't pull yourself away, just go within prayer within yourself, and ask God to lead you out of that predicament that could be distracting and defiling of you. He was nice to us. He did a lot of things for us. So I think we should definitely do the same. Okay. Walk in your innocence. Okay. And let it flow. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the prayer and then go ahead and get started with the reading. I haven't figured out how I want to do the reading today, but I'll just go with the flow. Okay. Spirit, please only your trustworthy messages come through these cards. Thank you for everything you're doing in our life, and thank you for everything you have done. Lord, please bless this reading. Please make your presence here in this room. Lord, any crooked lines that are not there, that are there, please make them straight. Lord, please make our heart your home and give us the love and guidance that we need today in this reading. Thank you for allowing me to be the channel to give this message to my viewers. Lord, thank you for everything you've done, and thank you for everything that you will continue to do in our lives. Lord, please make this reading to where I can clarify things for people, connect with people, and just give them the answers they may need at this time. Help me to uplift them and keep them high at a high vibration and, just operating like how you would here in this world, Lord. Please remove any distractions, defiling away from us, and help us continue to move in your spirit. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Okay, so the prayer's done. Strength, you guys. It's requiring us to have a lot of strength by letting things flow. So I have 3 decks here, so I want to incorporate. So I'm going to do elements. I know I said elements yesterday, and I went from like elements, meaning I need to do like groups. So it's 3 elements in each. It's 3 groups. It's 3 groups in 1 element. So elements is water, fire, air, earth. Okay. And you have 3 signs within those 4 elements. Okay. So that's what I'll do. That way we won't make the reading so long. And I'll make sure I timestamp too. I know I can get a little forget a lot about some time stamping it, and then it'd be like it makes the reading long, okay, to where you have to go all the way through it. So I'll make sure I try to timestamp it. I know I didn't get around to doing it yesterday. Yesterday got busy, so I didn't get the timestamp the reading for yesterday. Okay. So the first element I'm going to work with today is I'll work with my earth signs first, okay? And that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Spirit, what do we have for my earth signs? What spirit card do we have for my earth signs? So what I'll do is I'll pull a wisdom card, okay, and read that at the end. And then I'll use my vice versa deck for my Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and then I'll clarify it with my Thelma deck. Spirit, please give me one wisdom card for my earth signs. That's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. What message do you want them to have? Okay. Keep that turned over. We need to balance ourselves, okay? So I'll pull one card for the wisdom, vice versa deck. So, and then one card each for each element. Spirit, what do we have for my, I hope you guys are not going through heartbreak, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So the vice versa deck is kind of different. It's different than all of the other decks. So Capricorn's got Temperance. Taurus got the Magician. So the meanings are a little different. And Virgo has the Four of Pentacles. All right. So overall energy is aspiration. We turn that down. All right. So we got aspiration. Aspiration stimulates power. It is your aim spiritually and physically in the world. And it involves the tonality of your being. Without the balance between the physical and the spiritual, aspiration is a hollow accomplishment. It is like a spirit log that can hold space for your ceremonies and rituals. The spirit log must first have a strong foundation and capability. Trust those around you and responsibility. Aspiration is what builds the spirit log of power. It is the quiet architect of your accomplishments, and it sits at the feet of your power. Just as the deer stands before the remnants of the ancient and powerful civilization comes and gone. Keep your heart open, kind, and loving so that the energy of the universe can move freely through you. It is difficult to aspire without judgment, but judgment limits you. Putting a fence around your consciousness gives much consideration to all your choices in life and free flow of your process of aspiration. So, with that being said, for my earth signs, our overall energy is aspiration. So, we need to, Spirit is telling us to stimulate your power. So, we need to tap into stimulating your spirituality and your physical world, just to bring a balance between the physical and the spiritual. Okay, so it won't feel like a hollow accomplishment. Okay, with this card, it's basically telling you aspiration is what builds the spirit log of power. So tap into that. Okay, it's just like an architect of your accomplishments. And it sits right at the feet of the power of how well you can do it, how well the accomplishment is going to be. It's and the way by doing that is where we need to keep our hearts open. We need to be loving, okay, so we can let the energy of the universe in, okay, freely, so the universe can operate freely through us. Okay, right now we could be at a point where we feel like things are difficult, okay, and you're being very judgmental of yourself. So Spirit is wanting you to give much consideration to all your choices in life and free the flow of your process of aspiration. Okay, so open up, being very kind and loving, so that the energy of the universe can come to us. Okay, so we got for the Capricorns, we got the Temperance card. Okay, and it's in the reverse. So you guys may be having trouble balancing things. Okay, I'm gonna read the reading from these cards. I'm not really that real familiar with these as well as I am with my Thelma deck. That's why I'm going to go ahead and clarify with those. Okay, um, but the Temperance in the reverse signifies healing of the ego wounds. So some of my Capricorns could be healing the secret of harmony, the natural movement of opposition to, I mean, that are transformed into each other in the endless flow. Okay, so it's kind of like bouncing off of this aspiration card. So what my Capricorns is, what spirit is asking you guys to do is just balance it. Okay, and just be open hearted and kind and loving, and just have harmony. This is accepting harmony in a situation to where you may felt like okay, where we at here, to where you may felt that it wasn't harmony in a situation. And spirit is telling you you are healing of that. You're healing the wounds of the ego. Okay. The secret of harmony and the natural movement of the opposites that are transformed into each other in endless flow. Okay. And in the over this way, when you turn it this way, it's comprehension of the visual force, reestablishing the psyche and the physical health, searching for the center that occurs by leaving behind access, innermost trust, and that force of self-healing. So this way is healing of the ego, of wounds. So some of you guys could be healing of the ego. All right. And in order for you to do that, you need to incorporate aspiration. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify that for my Capricorns. So Spirit, what else is it? Can you please clarify the 10% in reverse for my Capricorns? Spirit, please clarify the temperance in reverse for my Capricorns. Spirit, please clarify the, all right. Yeah, you guys are moving away from, I guess, self-sabotaging yourself, as far as holding things in. You guys are letting go of it, okay? Versus if it was in the upright, you guys could have been sitting here thinking of how, so kind of you're gathering the strength and the knowledge to move away from things that could have been holding you back, which could be your ego. Okay, you guys are healing the wounds of that, and you're bringing things into harmony with that. Okay, Capricorns. All right. So now we're going to move on to my Taurus, and we got the Magician card. No, this is the Wheel of Fortune. He looks like the Magician. Hold on, let me make sure, because it could be the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, this is the front, this is the back. Okay, so in the reverse. So we got the reverse, profound understanding of the dynamics of changing towards your own advantage, opportunity seized, condescensional and important encounters. Okay, so with my Tauruses, you guys could be having an encounter with profound understanding. Like you guys may have had a aha moment to where it came in, like, oh, I kind of understand this now. I kind of have, a profound understanding of what the dynamics of this change towards this, and I own the advantage of this. Okay, so by opening up and being kind and very loving, opportunities will be seized. Okay, so you have to operate in a different era. Okay, so please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. There we go. Yes, because maybe you guys could have came to the profound understanding of a tower moment, of completion, of destruction, something coming down so something new can come in. Okay. And that could be the profound understanding that you have. All right. All right. My Taurus. Okay. So some of you guys could have a tower moment and the dynamic of something that you understand now. Okay. And you found the different way. You found the different way to deal with it. Okay. You understand the dynamics of this situation. Okay. And you know that with the wheel of fortune, in order for the wheel to turn into your favor, that you have to tear down something first in order for this to open up for you. And it could be something that, okay, so let's read it in the upright. So when it's the front way, completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, accepting change, expansion, birth of a new awareness. Okay. So you have a profound understanding of this dynamic of changes towards your own advantage. Okay. You have opportunity seized. Okay. Condescendal of an important encounter with someone. It could be with someone. It could be, it's something that my Taurus are understanding, that in order to have a profound understanding, a tower has to come in. Things have to end in a certain situation or an encounter with someone else, or you could stumble upon something or someone. Let me clarify just a little more. And it's just one more card. Spirit, please clarify the Tower card, please, for my Taurus. Spirit, please clarify okay, yes, Sword of Truth. You found out the truth about something, or someone could find out the truth about you, or you guys are destructing, something's coming down, so you have to cut away from it. You have to cut away from things that no longer serve you, that are deceitful, that are dishonest. Okay. And Spirit wants you to keep an open heart and be very loving, and so you can so you can use aspiration, so you can learn how to aim with your spiritual and physical world. Okay. So you guys are trying to understand what it is. So basically with the Sword of Truth here, you found out the truth about something, and Spirit gave you the sword to cut away from it. Okay. All right. You got to let go of something. Something needs to be let go. Okay. And then the wheel will turn into your favor. The wheel will go back the other way. You know, once you cut away from this dishonesty or destructive, is something that's very destructive that need to come down in order for something else to come in. Okay. All right, Spirit. Now we're going to move over to the Virgos, which they have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. And the Four of Pentacles in this deck represents foresight, balance, stagnation. Okay. It's stagnant. It's not going anywhere. It's something that could be stagnant for my Virgos, to where you're looking at these buildings, you're looking at something to change here, or maybe your money or something could be stagnant. Okay. It's in the reverse. And if it was turned around like this, you will have foresight of something. You can see it. You can see what's going on. You can control it. Okay. But in the reverse, it's not balanced, or you guys are trying to balance your money here. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and clarify this. Spirit, please clarify the Four of Pentacles in the reverse for my Virgos. Yes. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Gemini or Virgo. This is your card. You guys are manifesting. You guys are in a manifesting stage right now. You guys are trying to manifest something into your life. The Magician. You guys are trying to manifest something that's stagnant, or your money that could be stagnant right now. Spirit is wanting you to just open up your heart and be kind and loving in situations so the universe can move through you. Okay. You might be at a difficult time in your life to where you're trying to manifest things, but things are stuck, staying in one space. So it's time to just give up any difficult situations to spirits because you have like a fence around your consciousness. It's like you're thinking of things and you're being very judgmental to yourself. Okay. So it's hard for you to manifest things. So spirit is wanting you to keep an open heart, and be kind and loving to yourself and to others. Okay. So that the energy can, so the universe can do things into your life freely. Okay. By you having that open heart. Okay. Spirit, please clarify the magician card for my Virgos. Okay. Yes, maybe because it was too many people involved in a situation, or maybe because of strife or confusion in something that could be going on with your money. Um, you guys are trying to manifest, but it's too much going on. It's too much confusion, it's too much strife, it's too many people involved. Okay. So what is it that Virgos need to do here? Spirit, be open-hearted and kind. What is it that you want my Virgos to know, to do? What's the next step after this strife and confusion? Yes, he wants you to gather the strength and have the courage and have the faith and know that things are going to work out for you. Okay. So you have to be open-hearted in a situation that could have been stagnant, that you're trying to manifest, that involved multiple people or maybe strife or confusion around a situation. But Spirit is wanting you to have the strength to keep moving. All right. All right. So that's what I have for my earth signs. We got to move on here, you guys. All right. Let me shuffle. Which ones we're going to do next? Spirit, please only for the next time. Please give me for the next time. So for my Virgos, it's too many people involved. You need to, in order to manifest, keep your secrets and everything to yourself. Keep things to yourself. So we'll go with fire. And that's Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. Spirit, what do we have for my fire signs? What messages do you have for my fire signs? Strength. What do we have for my Aries? Aries, we got the Tower card in the reverse. Way back, sis. Leos, you got the Five of Swords. Sagittarius, you got the Hierophant. Okay, so we have the strength card for my Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, the person who upsets you the most in your life is one of your best teachers. If that person can get inside your head, turn you around and confuse you, you know that you still don't understand what you are doing. You need more strength. Learn by seeing that your life is a teaching. Like the red lotus healing its pain in the inner solitude. Gain strength from entering your wounds and learning from them. The magician remembers the trail and takes a different one, even if it is more difficult. In this way, you create your own path as you build strength from it. Okay. So, my Sagittarius, Aries, and Leos, you guys are needing to gather strength in a situation. Um, it's time for you to heal those wounds and learn from them. Um, in order to learn from things, remember the trail that takes remember that trial that made you feel like you wasn't strong enough, and take a different one. Okay, even if it's more difficult. In this way, you can create your own path and build your strength from it. Okay, so start tackling, like, don't take the familiar way of doing things. If it's something that you can do that could be caught, that could make things to help you build your strength back up, um be creative in your own way, on your own path, and take that more difficult one, because it can benefit you better, even if it may be difficult. As you're learning from what previously ways that you used to do things, you're and by taking that difficult route, um you'll be very creative. You'll create your own path, and you'll build your strength up from that. Okay, so with my tower card here for my Aries, we got the tower in the reverse. No, this is the actual tower. It came down. Like, you see how it looks? And in the front of it, this is how it is when it's not quite there. This is destructed. Okay, this is destruction. This is, the spirit has stepped in and made this tower moment come for you. It's people being blown out of a situation to where the tower moment has came. Okay, it's dark. So I would say that this tower is in the upright. Okay, give me 1 second. Yes, the tower. So with the tower to the back, okay, I would say this is the back. This is the back. This is the front. Okay. Okay, so it says the remote and hidden cause of the situation that is now unbearable, the need to let go of, and less mental super structures maintained only out of fear of change. You guys are changing. This tower is here because of a change, okay? And you guys need to gather the strength, even though it may feel difficult. It's time to take that new path and go into a different direction, okay? Spirit, please clarify the tower in the reverse. Well, upright for my. Yes, it's going to take time. You got the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles represent in this deck is harvest. You see your harvest is coming in for you, but you got to let go of things that brought destruction in your life. It's time to let go and take a different route. Take a different route on things. Okay, that's why the tower is here. Spirit is blowing it away, and he stepped in and he's caused this tower just so you can focus on building it in your own way. Okay, he's breaking down something so you can build it into your own way. Something may feel difficult to you guys right now, but you guys, Spirit is wanting you to have the strength to build in a new direction. Okay, so, or you guys could have recently had a tower moment or felt like you did. Okay, something that was, familiar to you, to where it's time to learn from that familiarity and take that, instead of trying to take the easy way, take that more difficult one so you can build up your strength to know that you can handle certain things, okay? Like this tower, okay? That things that make you feel like this, okay? Because you are harvesting something. You are harvesting something is growing there, but it's not quite ready yet, okay? So take your time and build your strength, all right? All right, so now we're going to move on to my Leos. Leos, you guys got the Five of Swords, and usually the Five of Swords is defeat. Someone feels defeated, or you defeated something, okay? Someone wanted to walk away, but you didn't. You didn't walk away, and now someone's feeling defeated because maybe it was a fear of something. It could be a crisis going on. This is a new point of view, okay? In a reverse, there's someone walking away and not really want to fight anymore. Okay, they're walking away and they're like, don't want to deal with it anymore. This could have been you, but here you guys feel defeated. It's you guys maybe had feared something, or you fear this new point of view that could be coming towards you. But Spirit is wanting you to have together to gather the strength, even though things may feel difficult. It's time to take that new, be creative on your own path and build the strength up from it. Okay. All right. It could involve an earth sign or a new path, or something that involves taking a new journey, a new project. This you have a new side of things. Okay. New points of view. Okay. It's defeated. It made you feel this way, and it may feel difficult, but it's a new point of view of things. Spirit wants you to look at things from a different perspective so you can understand this new point of view that he's trying to give you. Even though things may feel difficult, it's time to take that your own creative path and build on that strength. Okay, build on from that, like build on things that's causing you to be upset in your life. Okay, and learn from it, so you can build yourself up. Okay, if it still makes you mad and you don't understand it, that means you need more strength. So you need to just not sit to the side, but go on your own creative path, okay? And don't let difficult things make you feel like you can't accomplish something. You still can, because Spirit is opening up that pathway for this new beginning for you, okay? And it could involve money, or it could involve a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo situation here, or an air sign. But at the same time, Spirit is opening up that gate to this new path for you. So all he wants you to do is just gather the strength that you need to move forward. Okay. All right. So now we got Sagittarius. We got the Hierophant, and this is the Hierophant in the upright, the front part. All right. Okay, so with the Hierophant card for my Sagittarius, it says an upstanding vision, oriented towards the common goods or caused by a spiritual upheaval, a new path, impersonal, selfless. Okay, so you guys are letting go, gathering the strength and the faith by giving it all up to Spirit and letting Him guide you on this journey. Okay, on this new path that He has for you. Okay, that one's simple. Okay, you guys are letting your intuition guide you, meaning you're letting Spirit guide you on this path. Okay, and Spirit just wants you to gather the strength. It's time to go within, clarifying that the Hierophant card is by you guys are really, really needing to go within to meditate, so and get some rest, so he can tell you what's next for you. Okay, that one was simple and easy for my Sagittarius. Yes, you guys are definitely letting Spirit guide you. And all he wants you to do is just get rest and meditate. Okay. Meditate on what it is that you're doing and find balance in it and move forward. Okay. So we did earth and fire. So let's move on to water, and then we'll do air. Okay. All right. Spirit, what do we have for my water signs? That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Spirit, what do we have for my water signs? Spirit, what do we have for my water signs? Spirit, what do we have for my water signs? Spirit, what do we have for my water signs? Virtue. Spirit, what do we have for my Cancers? There's too many cards, you guys. Spirit, what do we have for my... Yes. You guys have the Devil card. Spirit, what do we have for my Scorpios? All right. Scorpios, you got your own card, the Ace of Cups in reverse. You guys see something coming in. Someone has your attention. It's a guy here on a horse. All right. And then Pisces, you got the Empress in the reverse. Sometimes these cards look very peaceful from the other side. They do. All right, so Cancers, you guys got the Devil card, which is in the upright. All right. Scorpios, you guys got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Pisces, you guys got the Empress in the reverse. And when I mean that, like, you see how it is here with her facing you, and then in the background, like, that one looks more peaceful, doesn't it, to me? Or you're turning your back on things. You're turning your back on something, okay? So virtue is you guys' overall energy. Virtue is one of the passive qualities of power. When you pull back the bow, preparing to set the arrow and defining your target, you use the strength, the will, and the focus that you'll have collected within the part of yourself called virtue. Virtue is where you find inner truth. It is a place of illumination, and as that radiance grows within you, it becomes integrity. Without virtue, there is no inner balance. Virtue comes from the unknown, quiet thing that you do for the world and for other people. With each virtuous act, your spirit shields because your spirit shield becomes stronger and more beautiful and integrating the symbols of your inner life. However, like the deer, this symbol treads softly. Virtue marks your path on the other side, and like the one who walks last, the virtuous person is in a position of power. Walk in beauty and virtue as power often arrives quietly. So spirit is wanting my water signs to do things quietly, not like quietly, but he wants you to be in that meditative state of beauty, okay, by walking in beauty, by being a virtuous person, okay, because it shows your power, okay. It's just like it symbolized to tread softly, okay. Like you see the deers here, you know how deers are. Like if you see them in your backyard, you could be looking another way, and then they just appear there. That's how spirit wants you to be, okay. It's a passive quality of power. It's passive, okay. It's just like when you pull back that bow and you're preparing to set the arrow of the target, like your strength and your will and your focus, that you are focusing on something. So spirit is wanting you to get tunnel vision and to be focused on what it is that you want to do. Okay, don't let things control you. Cancers, Scorpios, you guys need to get emotionally stable. And for my Pisces, you guys could be feeling like you losing your abundance. Usually, the Empress is wealthy and abundant. She's just like very abundant. So, Spirit is telling you guys to tap into the virtuous side of yourself. Tread lightly, tread softly, okay, and be the virtuous person so you can control your power. Okay. What else? Without virtue, there is no inner balance. So it's just basically unbalanced right now. Virtue comes from the unknown, quiet thing that you do for from the world and for others. Like you might want to do things secretly, not secretly. Like it doesn't have to be known. So do things quietly. Tap into that virtuous energy, that passive quality of power that you guys have. Okay. All right. So we're going to move along to my cancers. In my cancers card, you guys got the devil. Okay, the devil may be in your mix, the devil may be in your energy right now, which means like you guys feel controlled in a situation to where something's toxic. You guys it could be a substance, it could be a person, it could be something that's controlling you, and you guys feel like it's controlling you, like devilish ways, evil ways, or simply the devil's here in your mix, okay? And we need to remove him. All right. Desires of the ego that have long been denied, the resurfacing of primordial memories, profound desires, sometimes furious to return to your origins, intuitive and receptive intelligence used with glue, with galley. We're gonna definitely clarify this one. So in the other it's like you see how this devil is controlling you. You guys feel controlled by something that's very toxic. Okay. I'll read the devil card again. The desires of the ego. Okay. That have long been denied. Okay. Um, the resurfacing of primordial memories. So some of you guys could be feeling like this, or some of you guys could be dealing with the Capricorn as well. So with this energy, Cancer, you guys could like old memories of something could be coming up here. Profound desires, something that you desire, okay, and it's kind of like toxic, okay. Sometimes furious to return to your origins, like turn to the old things of old habits that you got rid of. Intuitive and receptive intelligence used with galley, meaning that you're 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 using your intuition or your ability with your ego in a devilish way. It's time to virtue. It's time to turn this passive. It's time to turn this around and be very passive. Okay, so you can get your power back. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clarify that. Spirit, please clarify this devil card for my cancers. All right. Okay. It's time to go within. You got the Hermit card. It's time to go within. Or some of you guys could be dealing with a Virgo, or it could be something that involves a Virgo. Okay. It's time to go within and tread softly. It's time to start get your ego out of the way. Don't let toxic things control you anymore. And it's time for you to get an understanding so you can help other people. You're gonna go within, like the Hermit here, and you see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's there. It's bright. It's there. But it's things that's around you that's toxic. Okay, this could be a person. This could be a situation. This could be a tough. This could be something, a controlled substance, something that's controlling you, that's making you feel like you're losing your intuitive insight. Not like you're losing it. You're using it in a different way. As you if you understand what I'm saying. Spirit wants you, this is the clarification card of this. it's because it's like you don't have, like you're losing your, the hermit is understanding, knowledge, wisdom, but you have to go within to get this. It's time to get in that quiet hermit mode. It's time for virtue. Okay. It's time to tread softly. Look at things. Be that virtuous person. It's time to be virtuous. Okay. With that, it's time to balance it. It's time to take that arrow and prepare for the defined target. It's time to have strength. It's time to have willpower, and it's time to focus. Okay. That's the only way this virtuous side will come out of you. All right. And in order for you to even get to eliminate this, it's time to go within like the hermit. It's time for you to go in hermit mode. Okay. It's time for people to not see you right now. Not like that. Like not see you. Like, it's time to focus. Okay. It's time to really focus on what it is that you're trying to do here. It's time to not, it's like two ways here. This is the devilish way. This is spirit's way. It's time to pick that. It's time to pick. Okay. It's time to not let things control you anymore. That's devilish or toxic, and move into this position of power, and don't let your ego get in the way of what it is that you're trying to do. Okay. So it's time to become this virtuous person. Walk with beauty. Okay. And often quietly. All right, Cancers. Whew, sheesh. It's time to just balance it, you guys. It's time to balance. It's time to tap into your spiritual side. Okay. Let spirit guide you. All right. Not toxic things that may confuse you or make you feel like you have to act a certain way. Okay. That's what it's trying to tell me. All right. Virtue. It's time to tap into that virtuous side. All right. We got the focus card here. All right, you guys, it's time to focus. It's time to focus and move forward in this virtue. All right. It's time to keep doing it. It's not the time to fall into things that are toxic, okay, or controlling you like controlled substance. All right. It's time to get released from those chains. Break those chains by tapping into your hermit mode and getting in touch with the energy of your knowledge and your wisdom that you learned already. And do this tunnel vision. To me, like this virtue card, it's kind of like tunnel vision. It's kind of like blocking out, like when you go in hermit mode and you don't like really, you don't really, it's time to start brainstorming. It's time to start brainstorming, you guys, of becoming very quiet, soft, and doing this with integrity. Like everybody ain't got to know. It's time to focus and be creative. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to my Scorpios. So Scorpios, you guys got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Challenges, which is clarity, wellness, and love. The ace is in the reverse. So you guys feel like you guys are not getting clarity on something. Some of you guys may not feel well or loved or feel like you're not loved in a situation. Okay. It's kind of dark there. All right. So Spirit, please clarify this Ace of Cups, please. Please clarify this Ace of Cups for my Scorpios. All right. It's time to, you got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands represent, some of you guys could be walking away from a water sign. A fire sign. It's time to be the queen of, or you don't feel loved by a fire sign. But it's time. So other than that, it's just, you need to get clarity on what it is that you want to do. Okay. You need to get clarity on having integrity in what it is that you want to do. The Queen of Wands knows what she wants, and she goes for it. The Queen of Wands represents Um, not taking no for an answer, pushing through. She's very intuitive too. She's using her intuitive insight to get what it is that she wants. So you have some of you guys just needed clarity on something, and it's clarity about what you want. Period. It's clarity. You want clarity about the next move, the next step. So in order to get clarity in the next step, you need to practice virtue. You need to get tunnel vision as well. You need to walk in your beauty and in your power. You need to be very have integrity about what it is that you want to do. You need to tap into your virtue so you can bring out that passive quality to your power. Okay, pull back that bow. Okay, prepare yourself, have the strength, and have the will and focus as well. um Things are just unbalanced right now. It's time to go into that unknown quiet place, that so that you can understand what it is. Okay, it's time to tread lightly. It's time for you guys to go within too. This virtue card is just basically just telling you guys that you might have not had clarity on something, and some of you guys may be not feeling well, and it could involve love with someone. But what Spirit is asking you to do is He wants you to tap into that virtuous power that you have, that passive quality, okay, that you have of virtue, meaning illuminating things. So once you get into that place, it'll start illuminating growth. The radiance growth will grow within you. Okay, so it's time to be that virtuous person. All right. Like it says here, with each virtuous act, your spirit shield becomes stronger and more beautiful, integrated the symbols of your inner life. Okay. So he wants you to operate kind of like the deer here on this picture. He wants you to, ooh, sorry, it's upside down. He wants you to kind of operate just like this deer here and move things um in a position of power, meaning being that very virtuous person, okay, like the Queen of Wands here, um, and but balanced, okay, and quietly, like do things, tread softly, not lightly, softly, okay, just like the deer. Like as I was explaining, it's like when I read it, it's like when you could be sitting here and then you look up, it's a deer right there. You never heard that deer coming. So whatever it is that you guys are doing that you love, that you're very passionate about, make it like a surprise. You get what I'm saying? Like a surprise to others. It's time to go within so you can tap into being that passive, so you can start bringing out that passive quality in yourself and walking that beauty. All right. So when you do arrive, virtue is telling you, as power often arrives quietly, like no one knows. It's time to be this very fiery Queen of Wands as well, and tap into the virtuous side of yourself. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the Empress in reverse. I don't like the Empress in reverse, you guys. Pisces, what's going on? Are you guys okay? All right, Empress. The back of her, the gateway through which creativity enters our life to create, but also to subvert and destroy the old. Okay, so maybe that could be why your back is turned, because you're trying to focus on becoming this passive. You're trying to use your passive qualities as well. You guys are already like doing things quietly. Like you guys are already this virtuous person. Okay, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, with the Empress in reverse, like unions in this way is unions, creative love, inner growth, um, matrimony between heavens and earth, The Nazian rupture of the rational side, volatility, loss of oneself. In the reverse is the gateway through which creativity enters of life to create, but also to subvert and destroy the old. Okay, so you guys are doing things quietly as virtue is telling you. You guys are doing this quietly to where, so when you do turn it around, it'll be like a victory for you. Okay, so you guys are already tapping into that virtuous side. Here is what I'm getting. Spirit, please clarify the Empress in the reverse. Yes, slow. You guys are being very practical. You guys are moving very slow. Or some of you guys could be dealing with the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or you could simply have this in your chart. The Page of Pentacles here is growth there. You know it's growth there. It's just that you are doing things precisely. Growth is there, and you're doing things particular. You're doing things like how he wants you, how Spirit wants you to move quietly, softly. You're treading softly. Okay, it's like you guys already have this passive quality of your power. You're in control of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how to deal with certain things. Like, you know that in order for things to work out for you, you have to turn your back to it and focus on what the main idea of the situation is. What I'm getting here. You guys know that things take time. So you guys are being very practical and you're growing things quietly. Is what I'm getting from that. All right, my Pisces, you guys are doing good. Not saying that my Cancers and Scorpios are not, but Scorpios don't have clarity on a situation that involves love. But Spirit is wanting you to what did you get? What was your card? Yeah, be like the Queen of Wands and go after what it is that you want. It's just that you need to start doing things quietly and be the virtuous person, and position yourself in power and controlling it. Okay. And for my Cancers, you guys just need to get rid of toxic energy. Okay. You guys have the Hermit. You need to go within and get your answers and go into hermit mode for a second. Okay. And get tunnel vision. Balance it. All right. All right. So now we're going to move on to air. And then that's my last element. And that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. Spirit, what do we have for my Aquarius, Libra, Gemini? You guys, that like removes the energy from the other elements. Neo's playing, you guys. I like this song. Sexy love, anything you do. Transformation. Some of you air signs can be going through a transformation. You're going into the unknown. Yeah, it's like a mystery to you. You guys gotta have strength in a situation. And be your own individual self, okay? Spirit, what do we have for my air sign? Spirit, what do we have for my air sign? Ooh, I was stuck. Grief. All right. So now we're gonna get I remember when this song came out a long time ago. Yeah, you guys got to get the strength. You got to have the strength in the situation, okay? It's something that you could be grieving about, my air signs. And it's not necessarily like someone passed. It could be, you know, something like anger, pain, abandonment, fear, loneliness, you know. It's something that you need to heal within yourself. You got to have an open heart and be aware of that, okay? Grief is awareness. You have to identify with that feeling, okay? Just know that whatever's lost, it'll come back to you in a higher way, all right? Some of you guys can be it's the sort of truth. You guys just need to cut away from things that are distracting or making you feel this way. All right, Spirit, what do we have for my Aquarius? Spirit, what do we have for my Aquarius? That's too many. Spirit, what do we have for my Aquarius? We got the Seven of Pentacles. My Aquarius, you guys are harvesting something that you feel like is not growing. You guys are like really looking at it. Libras, you got the Ace. See, sometimes these cards can be confusing. Gemini, you got the Three of Cups. All right, and you had the Two. You got to make a decision about something. All right, I'm only taking the Three though, okay? I'm only taking the Three of Cups, all right? So you guys are maybe trying to offer someone something here. So you guys could be feeling like you guys need to make a decision about an offer. And maybe it could be with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, so with the grief card, we got grief deepens you, allowing you to explore the perimeter of your soul. Grief is the only gateway to create to certain levels of consciousness, and it is a hard task maker. Through grief, you can explore every aspect of your dark side, like anger, pain, abandonment, terror, and loneliness. Aspects of this sacred wound that we usually try to ignore in our daily lives. Grief forces you to acknowledge those parts of yourself that are not yet healed. Okay, so you guys are going through a healing process. If you can look at grief as a teaching, you will grow. If you can look at grief with awareness and an open heart, it is one of the greatest teachers of all. Excuse me. The seeds of wisdom and enlightenment are planted within the wounds of grief. With what is lost can come back to us again in a higher way. Okay, so it's time to let go of certain things. Okay, my air signs. All right, so that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So for my Aquarius, you got the Seven of Pentacles here. Okay, so and you got the back of it. So maybe it's different. And this is the front. This is you like really like looking at it, like staring it down, trying to figure out why it's not growing or a situation like that. Here, it's like you got your back turned to harvest, or to because you got your back turned to the world because you're looking at what it is that you're harvesting. Is what I'm getting from that. All right, so Aquarius, we got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is waste, hesitation, and anxiety. Some of you guys may feel like you've wasted your time on a situation that you've worked so hard to harvest and bring it to a Seven of Pentacles, and you could be grieving that, okay? And it could be something that you need to let go of. You need to heal. You guys are going through that healing process, and that's why you got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, because you guys can have anxiety about something that you felt like you were very hesitant on, okay? So that's what I have for my Aquarius. Let's clarify that, okay? Spirit, please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, you guys just need to heal. Just have an open heart and learn from this awareness that you may have when you're grieving at this when you're having this anxiety. Just know that if you have something lost, or if you lost something or someone, that it comes back to you again in a higher way. Not someone. I want to say this is more has to do with you. You feeling abandoned, okay, lonely, or you have anger and pain. Yes, it could be because you have someone toxic around you, or a situation with the Capricorn. The Devil card usually represents be careful of people trying to control you, of control. Some of you guys could feel angered by someone that may have controlled a situation that involves money. Or it could be someone around you that's very toxic, okay? A toxic situation. All right, let's get more clarification. Spirit, please clarify the Devil. Okay, it's time to move away. It's time to move on from that. Okay, it's what Spirit is saying. He said he's called judgment on that. It's time for you to start healing, Aquarius, okay? All right, now we got the Ace of Pentacles for my Libras, okay? Some of you guys could be feeling in pain and feeling the same as, you guys are grieving right now. And you guys need to have wisdom and enlightenment that are within those wounds of this grieving, you guys. You guys, whatever's lost, just know that when it comes back in a higher way, in a better way, okay? So you guys got the Ace of Chalices, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is richness, health, and completeness. So some of you guys could be completing something here. Your money, it's a lot of, or some of you guys could be moving to the city or something like that, or someone's looking at you like she's completed something here, or he's completed richness. Or some of you guys are looking into moving into something like this, okay? Or you guys are looking into your health, okay? Some of you guys could be grieving your health issues or something like that, or you guys are just completeness here. And you guys know that when it comes back, it's going to be coming back in a higher way, okay? Yes, the Nine of Wands represents you pressing through the pain that you could be going through. The Nine of Wands represents thoughts. You see, are messages, okay? That something that you buried, something that you're looking at the growth of it, but you're pushing through. Spirit, please clarify the Nine of Wands for my Libras. Please clarify the Nine of Wands. Okay. Yes, it's time to take that leap of faith, okay? And move forward. Take that leap of faith. You guys are looking into maybe moving. You got the Ace of Pentacles, but you need the money, and you have riches. You have riches to do it, okay? Because you built something and it's like grown really, really good for you. It's like growing up this wand. And Spirit is wanting you to let go of grief and know that things that are coming in for you are coming in a higher, better way. Okay, so take that leap of faith. That's what he wants you to do. Geminis, we got the Ace of Cups. The Three of Cups. Some of you guys want to reconcile with someone. You're offering someone something, healing. You guys are healing from this wound of grief, of loneliness, and you guys just want to heal that energy around you guys. The Three of Cups, chalices in this situation represents offer, triumph, healing. Okay, so some of you guys are healing right now. Spirit, why is the Three of Cups here for my Geminis? Spirit, why is this? Yes. All right, maybe it's some messages or internet communication with someone, or just messages that you have received from someone. You guys are grieving that, or you're healing that. Spirit, please clarify that, Wands. internet connections are something that you have to walk away from. Okay, you're walking from the darkness to the light. Okay, it's time to heal. All right. Yes, and it's time to bring balance to a situation. Okay. All right, so that's what we have for my air signs. All right, I hope this message is were very significant for you guys, or help you out the ways to deal with them. And you guys can kind of, understand and heal properly from things that could be going on in your life right now. Don't forget to make sure you share, comment in the comment section when you read the reading, and let me know how much, if it resonated or not. Okay, but don't try to force things to resonate. If it's not your situation, it's not your situation. Okay, it's time to take that leap of faith and move forward. Okay, you guys. Another thing, please make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel, and comment, and be looking out for the monthlies coming up soon. Okay. All right, you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you're cutting out things that are defileful and distracting you. Okay, so just move forward. All right. In Jesus' name we pray, you guys. Love ya. Amen. Bye-bye.